This video is a part of my Integra Protocol digital seminar. To learn more about it, read the description below. We can talk about benefits of Integra Protocol from at least two different perspectives. One is quality of life, and the other is spiritual development. In our context, quality of life means feeling good and being functional. They are two sides of the same entity. When we talk about feeling good and being functional, we actually talk about problems and goals. On one side, emotional problems make us feel bad. On the other side, being functional is our ability to work on our goals. To bring it all together, we feel bad when some of our goals are unfulfilled. Problems and goals are two sides of the same coin. When I report a problem, for example, fear to approach women, I also have a goal to have a relationship or something similar. When I have a goal I have difficulties with, for example, to have a relationship, I also have a problem associated with it. For example, fear to approach women or something similar. Our emotional problems are just barriers to our goals. This means the more emotional problems you integrate with Integra Protocol, the better you feel. At the same time, the more emotional problems you integrate, the more functional you will be, more able to work on your goals. Because, to repeat, our emotional problems are just barriers, internal barriers, to our goals. Both benefits, feeling better and becoming more functional, are happening at the same time as you release your emotional problems. And this will contribute to your quality of life, since when we want something, it's either to feel better or to achieve something, depending which side of the coin you are thinking about at this moment. The other benefit of using Integra Protocol, which is also happening at the same time, is spiritual development. As mentioned earlier in this seminar, spiritual development is just disidentification from various false identities. And with its continuous use of disidentification, Integra Protocol accelerates your spiritual evolution dramatically. Another benefit is independence and the fact that you don't have to suffer negative states, whether they are connected to experiences, problems, or goals. Knowing Integra Protocol methods, you can use the first opportunity to apply them and release the current negative state. Another benefit, as you gain experience with Integra Protocol, you will become aware of the kind of situations in which you create charge. And when those situations come up in everyday life, you will recognize them, which will reduce the amount of emotional charge that you create. So it's not just that you are releasing charge now, but you also create it less. The average human being carries a great burden. When we do a process, we invest both in the present and in the future. Firstly, we no longer feel the negative state that bothered us just before the process. Secondly, our burden, the total weight we carry, will be lighter tomorrow for the amount of charge we integrated today. And this will result in a better quality of life and the gradual liberation of consciousness from the shackles of the ego, what is commonly called spiritual development. Our erroneous perception that identities are our true being creates suffering. At the end of each advanced method, one experiences oneself without identities, becomes more aware of one's true nature, and regains wholeness, while the number of stuck identities is reduced. This identifying from stuck identities will result in gradual recognition of the self as a non-material and immortal being, inseparable from the rest of existence. I wish you many adventures on your spiritual journey. If you would like to be notified when I upload my weekly YouTube videos, please subscribe to this channel and select the bell icon.